How are you, students? Welcome back with the next part of science lesson, speaking about introduction to chemical reactions and equation. How we can represent a chemical reaction by word equation. We see it before, and we will see how we can represent it by simple equation and use the notation which we speak about in the last part, represent the physical state of substances also in a chemical reaction and reaction equation. Ways to represent the chemical reaction word equation. Like this, we can write the name of composition or the name of material or substances as decomposition of hydrogen peroxide. Decomposition is the burn of hydrogen in oxygen. We have hydrogen peroxide, and also we have iron plus oxygen yields rust iron oxide. This is the rust formula. And burning gas in lab, methane plus oxygen. This is a word equation for chemical reaction. Skeleton equations, it means skeleton equation, skeleton, not the skeleton inside our body, but skeleton equation, the main thing or the foundation or the main thing we must look about it and see it at first in any chemical equation must be right. Like base equation, it means identifies the substances involved in the chemical equation but doesn't obey law of conservation of mass. Any substances didn't obey the conservation law of mass and involved in chemical reaction, we must see it to recorrect it. It must obey the mass of the conservation law of mass. Get the chemical formula of reactants and products correct first. We must weighting the reaction, weighting the chemical equation to have the same mass in reactants and products. Remember diatomic molecules. Once the substances are identified for the reactions, then added it. This is the skeleton of equations of chemical equation. Coefficients. Coefficients, it means in a chemical reactions, if more than one molecules of a substance reacts or is produced, the number of molecules is shown with a coefficient like this. This 2 or 6, this is a coefficient. This a coefficient. This is the number of atoms. It means I have two atoms of oxygen, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen, 6 atoms of oxygen. But 6, it means we have 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water and 1 molecule of this product and 6 molecules of oxygen. Coefficient multiply subscripts through the whole molecules that follows. So 6 CO2 shows that there are 6 carbon atoms and 12 oxygen atoms. It means number of oxygen here, 2 multiply 6 equal 12 oxygen, and O multiply 6 I have just 1. 1 multiply 6 I have 6 atoms of oxygen, and 2 multiply 6 I have 12 atoms of hydrogen. And equating how we can weighting the or equating the reactants and product by calculating or count number of atoms that enter the reaction and number of atoms that out the reaction. Just I have 12 hydrogen here. Yes, I have 2 multiply 6 equals 12, so I have 12 in to the reaction and 12 out the reaction of hydrogen atoms. C, I have 6 atoms and I have also 6 atoms. Count atoms before and after, which we took it in the last slide. We have 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, and 2 hydrogen. 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. We have 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. 2H2 plus O2 equal 2H2O. This is burning hydrogen in oxygen to make water. How many? How many of H atoms are shown by? How many H atoms are shown by this formula? This is the coefficient for 2 multiply Al. 2 multiply 4, I have 8 Al atoms, aluminum atoms, and this is a coefficient also. I will multiply how many oxygen atoms in this formula or in this compound. I will multiply 3 multiply 4 equal 12. 12 multiply 4, yes, equal 48. So I will multiply 3 multiply 4 multiply 4 also, okay, and 3 multiply 1 equal 3. 3 multiply 4 equal 12. I have 12 sulfur atoms. How many of each atoms are shown by this? The same. This is a coefficient. I will multiply 3 multiply 4 multiply 3 equal 36 hydrogen atoms, and 3 multiply 1 multiply 3 equal 9 nitrogen atoms, and oxygen I will multiply 4 by 3 and there 1 multiply 3 and so on. Example: when pellets of sodium hydroxides are dropped into an aqueous solution of iron 3 chloride, iron 3 hydroxide precipitates and sodium chloride stays dissolved. It means 3 NaOH, sodium hydroxide, plus iron chloride give me iron hydroxide and sodium chloride 3NaCl. Aluminum reacts with oxygen get gas to form aluminum oxide. 4Al plus 3O2 give 2Al2O3. This notation is, it means solid and this is a gas, and we have at least a solid compound. Rules for balancing equation. How we can make the chemical equations as our is balancing or balance. Right reactants and products must have correct formulas. Remember the 7 diatomic molecules. Watch out especially for ionic compounds with correct charges. Count numbers of atoms. Balance by changing the coefficient. Save oxygen and hydrogen usually for last. Check answer. You will know if you made a mistake. Make sure that you have the lowest ratio of coefficients. This is the rules to weighting the chemical equation. Do the other brackets problems. Main idea: chemical reactions are represented by chemical equations. Chemical equations are balanced to show the same numbers of atoms of each element on each side. The law of conservation of mass says that atoms won't be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. That is why you have to balance chemical equations. This is what we have learned in the 2-part. Thank you and goodbye with the next lesson.